Hope everyone's been doing okay. I've just been chilling. I've been doing good.
In the untamed wilds of the YouTube savannah, Sam Walker struts with divine confidence, convinced a higher power shields him from danger. Nearby, Darren Gee emerges, issuing a stern warning call. But will this wandering male heed it or charge headlong into his own downfall?
As you see here, are you trying to tell me that that's not a serious injury, that they're not life-changing injuries for most people? But on top of that, are you trying to tell me that they are not injuries? What are you trying to tell me they're minor injuries, or injuries what are not intended to kill me? These were injuries and attacks which were attempted to kill me. That's a fact. Like when I was poisoned in Africa, and I was poisoned and I was drinking that poisonous drink after exposing corrupt charities. My friend was taken straight to hospital. I didn't go to hospital. I went straight home and then had to be carried by two people to the hospital for treatment, right, after corrupt charities tried to kill me in Africa. You trying to tell me when I'm in Africa in the diamond fields and people are trying to shoot at us and there's responses to what? I'm not going to go into information or stuff what happened in them fields, but to get control of diamond mines in Africa, you can't just walk into diamond fields in Africa and...
Well, Sam, no, I don't believe they were trying to end you, because if they really wanted to, they would have. What they wanted was to see you begging and crying, record it, then humiliate you months later on social media for their own entertainment. And I see the common theme here. Wherever you go, people seem to want to get on to you. Maybe take a look in the mirror and ask yourself why. Forget this tinfoil hat nonsense about Oxfam charities spiking your drink. That's just ridiculous. Mate, people probably just didn't like you. Out there, they don't play games. Some European man turning up trying to extract diamonds from their country. You really think they're going to welcome that?
I was straight in them diamond fields, straight in there, had full control of a certain part of these diamond fields, which people knew about, and people were like, how are you doing that? The reason why I'm doing it is because of my mindset and the way I conduct myself. That is why. That's a difference between me and an average person. An average person would not be able to do that. These average people can't go to Africa and install fresh water for thousands of people, cataracts operations for hundreds of kids, cancer treatment for kids. That's what I've done. I've achieved more than any of these little trolls could, or people who've got anything bad to say about me. Every one of them could line up together, and I promise you, I would have achieved far more in my life than every single one, in the past 18 months, than every single one of them put together. That's not even me being big-headed, and no one can even put that down. No one can screenshot me and say Sam Walker's did what Sam Walker's just said is not the truth. No one can do that, because you only need to go onto Google. You only need to type in Sam Walker Sierra Leone, right? And you can see news articles where I've installed fresh water for thousands of people. You can see videos where I've installed fresh water. I've done all that. These trolls haven't done that shit. This is why I laugh and think you could not achieve what I've done, and that is why I'm protected by the higher powers.
Now the narcissism is off the charts. No, Sam, you're not the first person to go to Africa and install fresh water. Noble? Sure. But let's not kid ourselves. You weren't doing it to save lives. You were greasing the wheels for your bargain bin diamond heist PR campaign. And controlling the diamond fields? What, muggy little Sam Walker with his turkey teeth and market stall sunglasses running the show? That's comedy gold. You swanned about thinking you were the big man, and the locals soon sent you packing. That's why it happened, you absolute clown.
When injuries come to me, I get stabbed in my throat, stabbed in my face, shot in my arm, stabbed in my arm, I get stabbed in my brain. I'm still alive, I'm still here. That's the difference between me and them. And that is why I get so much hatred from these trolls, because they could never do what I do. That's a fact. I'm literally a different type of living being to them type of people, and I'm not being big-headed when I say that. That's a fact. That's 100% fact. They can't achieve what I've achieved. That's just a fact. I'm not even being big-headed when I say that. That is just a fact. They could never achieve what I've achieved.
Repeating it doesn't make it true, Sam. You're big-headed and delusional thinking God is protecting you. You scam people, chase money, then throw in a token. Good deed for PR. That's all it is. Now let's see what Darren G has to say.
I've been to the feds a few times over this stalker, when he accused me of robbing the GoFund page, when he accused me of doing this thing to a 13-year-old, go, this is an 18, 218, 220, and he just came at it constantly. So to cover my tracks, I've had to document it legally, not put no sign, nothing. Do you want to sign this now? Oh, no, I need to think about it. And what happens is the time lapses. So the allegation, the horrendous shit chat about me in 2018 about these two. It was 2.5 years later or so when he's come at me again. No, a year or 18 months or something when he's come at me with the GoFund page. So the time lapsed off that last thing, so that couldn't stand. Do you get what I'm saying? But what's happened is he's lost the plot in the last 6 months, and everything he's normally done behind the scenes, he's come out on screen and screamed.
Darren says Sam's made some absolutely heinous allegations against him, and he's kept it all well documented for future use, which is fair. If anyone accused me of that, I'd keep track too. You can't have people saying that when it's not true, especially about something that serious. Apparently, the kind of unhinged nonsense Sam's now blurting out in his videos is the sort of thing he used to reserve for behind closed doors. After what happened, I thought he'd pipe down, but no, he's cranked it up to 11. Keep this up, and he's writing his own disaster movie.
And what he done was reinstated in people's minds that he was speaking the truth about what he said in 2018. Now, what that does, in the context of the new laws and the criminal proceedings, that legislation that's out there now, it gives me the opportunity to bring all this into play. So it's not just that incident with the stalker. I've got 8 years of stalking, 8 years of harassment, 8 years of constant lies and dirty allegations. And that ball's rolling. The minute he started getting these girls on Facebook and that from years ago, as if I'm doing it wrong here, them girls were 18 plus, saying the thing for some fucking reason. But that was like TikTok when I first came on it years ago. And if you watch all my content from then, I'm just taking the out of anyone that comes on, especially like now. You've heard me when they come in, give cheek to get wrote. I'd be the same to the faces.
It seems Darren's lining up a defamation or harassment case against Sam. Civil court won't get him a penny. Sam's millions are likely in a shoebox under his mum's bed. You can call him a grass, but after 8 years of being called a bacon, you can't blame him. I'd take care of it a different way.
But this is all just, you know, you keep on doing what you're doing, kid. You know, when someone comes at you with 10 years of stalking, you get slammed, mate. It's horrendous. You get a perpetrator that's gone in there for stalking anyone for 10 years, he gets slammed. It's a bad charge, people. You need to really understand what type of helmet he is, like. Just a weird, horrible, poisonous, obsessive, possessive, drug dealing scumbag. That's what he is.
Guys, as you know, I usually stay neutral, but I'm kind of siding with Darren if what he's saying is true. 10 years of harassment and being called a bacon can wreck anyone's reputation. I'd handle it differently, but I haven't lived that. We'll see how it plays out, probably all talk.